What's up, Facebook? Let me see where I'm sitting. How I'm sitting. So Adam can get some great videos and pictures. Adam.
You talking to the Adam?
Huh?
I said you gonna talk to them.
No. Maybe, maybe. It's a kinship, it's a friendship, it's a relationship, and all that means is what a bunchship. You know what? If you tuned in and you heard the song "What a Fellowship" by Fellowship Missionary Baptist Church and Reverend Clay Evans, that's an indication that today is Throwback Thursday. And you know what? In order to know where you're going, you must know where you come from. And guess what? If you don't want to repeat the same mistakes of the past, you better pay attention. It's your main man, Action Jackson, and you're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. It is a wonderful, thankful Thursday. I almost said wonderful Wednesday, but listen, when you working busy and got two under two, your days start rolling up on each other. But you know what? I am so thankful today to be here live and in the studio because many didn't make it this morning. You know what? Many were not on the wake up list. And if you're listening to my voice, you were, and that's enough to say thank you. Listen, we want to do something we haven't done in a while, and we want you to call in and share how thankful you are and share a quick testimony. Now, listen, if you call, share your testimony now. You know, don't you sing, read the scripture, do your little sermon there. Just share a brief testimony about how good God has been to you because we overcome by the words of our testimonies. And you know what? I know that I'm not the only person that God has been good to. I can't get nobody in this studio to help me. Okay, I got some help. I got some help. Adam, you right here. You ain't helping me. Pow, pow, pow. But listen, believers, call 855-999-1390. You never know how you will encourage one of the believers listening. And let's just hear how good God has been to you. We got some great throwback hits for you today. We are taking it back. We got some Fellowship Missionary Baptist Church. And listen, I know I'm a shipite. You know, once a shipite, always a shipite. So I'm going to play a few fellowship songs because it is Fellowship's 73rd church anniversary. Woo, 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 woo. 73 years. 73 years ago, Reverend Clay Evans founded Fellowship Missionary Baptist Church. So we're going to pay homage to them today. We're going to praise God with the ship for 73 years. Don't go nowhere. We got way more to share right here on Inspiration 1390.
Are you looking to start or grow your business?
It's cold.
Freedom Center has taken the time.
Oh, okay, Adam. You know, Thursday is photo shoot day.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. I moved that appointment. What's up, Spaniard Lane? I moved that appointment to in the morning for a reason. So I can get these fresh lining pictures. And I don't think I'm as flea as usual, you know, y'all, but I got my khaki chucks with my khaki jacket. And Action Jackson. From the Brunch so I want Adam to get some nice candids and look, this whole hour is gonna be a photo shoot. We need some Alfred shots.
They stand guard over 1 million homes and businesses, ensuring safety 24/7, 365 days a year.
And you know what? Their response very soon. Back in 2021, the federal government gave $1 billion to states to stabilize childcare. You better believe it. And wrote that nice caption. With secure home and automation, They have the power to customize your security solution. Stan Lane said, "Hugs, Zoe." Sounds good to me. Isn't that priceless? So let Secure Home and Automation be a part of your story, a part of your legacy. They're safeguarding your home and preserving your peace. DJ B-Lo is in the building. Okay, let's see.
447-3344. That's 866-447-3344. Call today.
Because we're going to do some cross promote. I just submitted another Adam classic to the Chicago Defender newspaper, the oldest black newspaper in the country. So hopefully they pick up the story.
Stacey Chauncey, 866-447-3344.
Hey, let's rap. Are you interested in building generational wealth? Are you interested in purchasing your dream home or investment property? Are you interested
in you want them?
You are currently ready
no.
How to get ready? I'm Patricia May, Vice President of Mortgage Lending with Guaranteed Rates. And I'm Shirley Fields, your Chicago land realtor with Caldwell Banker.
Get that mic back there, too.
773-616-0906. Again, 773-616-0906. Affiliated real estate agents.
Oh, you know what?
Contractor sales associates, not employees.
When you know that we could turn in the raw, right?
Subsidiary of Realty Brokerage Group, LLC. We're in the raw. It's America on the Brunch Bunch.
So I know it's been a while since we talked about this story, but listen, I am glad to hear an update. Let's see if we're going to be glad for the update. The parents of Kendrick Johnson, the Loudoun County High School student who was found dead, rolled up in a wrestling match, which we talked about, this has been a couple of years, are still fighting to know the truth. Their latest move on the chessboard was filing a $1 billion lawsuit accusing the agencies involved of fabricating the facts. Now, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation and Loudoun County Sheriff's Office are accused of releasing false information about Johnson's death 10 years ago. It's been 10 years. Wow. Authorities say Johnson was found by classmates in the school gym, stuck upside down in a gym mat. GBI ruled he died of asphyxia in some weird accident, suffocating while trying to retrieve a shoe. However, the teen's cause of death later showed he suffered blunt force trauma to the head and other injuries from what seemed like a taser, according to his death certificate and a third autopsy done in 2018. Now, Johnson family still believes foul play was involved, despite authorities' claim that there's no evidence to support the theory. And I quote, "They killed the wrong child, but they got the right parents because we are going to fight for Kendrick," said Jackie Johnson's mother in a press conference. You know, when I started that quote, that's a black mama. You killed the wrong child, but got the right parents. Now, from the civil suit, KJ's death was not accidental, and further contentions that the details, evidence, and scientific facts bring to light the unsavory agreement between the defendants to suppress the truth and deny the plaintiff justice. Now, it's a 16-page synopsis by the defendant. Sheriff is rife with false information, logical fallacies, and scientific impossibilities. Defendant GBI invented a fabricated, materially false narrative to cover up for the initial false narrative made public by defendant sheriff. Sheriff Ashley Polk knew or should have known producing his patently false 16-page investigation synopsis concerning KJ's injuries and death was against the law, implicated himself and the agency in a multitude of crimes, and exposed himself and the agency to criminal and civil liability under federal and state fraud and civil rights laws. Now, the last two people to allegedly see Johnson alive were brothers Brian and Brandon Bell. They became the target suspects in the mysterious death, but were never handed charges in connection to the case. Johnson's parents demand $500 million in compensation damages and another half in punitive damages. They also demand a jury trial on all questions of fact raised in the complaint. Kudos to the Johnson family. Listen, I'm with you when you're right. They said you killed the wrong child, but you got the right parents. And I talk about this all the time. Unfortunately, so much stuff is swept under the rug because we, A, sometimes just don't know how to fight, B, don't have the resources to fight. And so shout out to these parents. 10 years later saying not happening, not so. We're going to continue to fight. We know you lied. Either you're going to tell us you lied or you're going to pay us. And, $1 billion is not going to bring their child back, but you know what? It'll be some form of justice. And it's unfortunate that nobody was brought to charges for this. And when you see these facts that say he had a blunt force trauma, but then they say it was an accidental suffocation, then you know that there is some leery, weary, and dreary things going on. But shout out to the Johnson family again. We're gonna keep this story close because we want to, follow up. 10 years. Some people are saying. I'm sure somebody probably said, there's ignorant people, right? Somebody like, why are they still fighting 10 years later? Let it go. No, never stop fighting. Just get justice, because we have to continue to right the wrongs that this judicial system brings our way. And you know what? We can't allow these police officers and state's attorneys to, get away with wrongdoing, especially when it comes to our children. So we're going to continue to pray for the Johnson family, and we're praying for you believers. Listen, we want to hear those testimonies. Call 855-999-1390. That's 855-999-1390. And it is Throwback Thursday. We got some great music that's going to be playing and rocking with you today. And you know what? Because it's Thankful Thursday and because Adam is rocking with me, I'm going to say just like this song, God's been good to me. He's been good right here on the Brunch Bunch. Wait, what's this? Just say this. Let me see what it says. You know what? Look up First Church. He's been good. Okay.
1390, how can I help you?
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Sherry James. Yes, my name is Sherry James. I just got through listening to the case 10 years later, how the mother never gave up and fighting for her son.
Mm-hmm.
All that is good. I'm in a situation similar to the same thing, and I'm running back and forth to court for my son. I know these testimonies supposed to be about Miss Johnson, but I don't have the resource and don't know exactly what to do, but I'm practically in the same situation. My son was threw in jail September the 1st because he would not open his phone. He's in Boone County Jail. He's been sleeping on the floor since the 1st of September. They said they was holding him in contempt because he would not open up his phone. And he's been there since then. And he's, treating my baby like he's some kind of animal or something.
Wow. Listen, we want to get your contact info, ma'am. I want you to give it to Zoe so we can see how we can connect you with somebody.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I praise God, and I thank God that I listen to AM 1390 because there is so many resources and help listening to that station.
Yes, thank you for listening. We're praying for you. We're praying for your son, and hopefully we can connect you with somebody that can get you some help.
And you said your name was Sherry James?
Yes, ma'am. SHERRYJAMES.
Hey, Facebook, we're back. We want Zoe to find First Church. He's been good. You know what? This is not the first time that's happened either. With a producer that this song has been played for the He's Been Good. But I know we got First Church. He's been good.
Let me look now. Because you know they've been taking some stuff out. Yeah. Because if certain stuff don't get a lot of traction,
Now check like you check that other song, because I know when they add our song, we got like a list, but sometimes they had them coming up as. Can you hear now? Yeah, I can't remember which producer did that. I had muted you all for a second. We were getting contact info. DJ B-Lo said, hello, beautiful Zoe. I love you.
Hi.
Her husband gonna whoop you, DJ B-Lo. Okay, cut that.
Oh, I found it.
Yes, all right. Fade this out, cut that on, and cut it up.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Wait, so we back up?
Now, listen, we on Facebook Live.
That's what
Don't
I'm
say
saying.
nothing. Well, I'll be John Brown. Huh.
I should change that.
Hey, turn that up. He's been good. Okay, Zoe, I want you to bring me on just to talk over this a little to get a number again, and then cut the song back up. Tell me when I'm hot. And I love him. I'm like, I know we got this. We've been playing this 5 years. Have you ever? Hey, how is Adam? You feeling better? Stay in your lane. He said yes. Knock you down. He's been good. Oh. You can fall. DJ B-Lo said, hey, Adam.
What's up, B-Lo?
I want to kind of cross promote with this picture without cross promote. Y'all get to see this behind the scenes photo shoot. He's been good. How they coming out? I like the last one. Come on, get a few more. Do it look like I got a part or something?
A little bit like on this side. Yeah, it's more even now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody calling Zoe? Oh, right. You supposed to be bringing me in.
You still had commercial. You want this?
No, I just want to talk over the song so that give them time to call and we can line them up.
Okay, well then, you know what? I'll bring what's going on up.
Oh, no, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying while the song playing, you just bring me over the song.
Okay.
I'm going to just say, hey, guys, been good. Call 855, share your testimony, and then keep playing the song.
Okay, all right. You ready?
Yeah. I can say like the song, he's been good to me. Have you looked around and just realized God has been good? Listen, call 855-999-1390. That's 855-999-1390. And tell us how good God has been. Listen, he woke me up this morning. He started me on my way. And if he didn't do anything else today, that's enough for me to say thank you. You're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. There you go, Joy. We got it. Oh, you got that on video, right? Oh, that was dope. Okay. Stay in your lane. Call. Stefan, what's up? The paper not the way
I'm
out.
gonna send you that phone number.
Which number? Oh, yes.
Everything.
Oh, I'm about to say I've been giving out the wrong number.
I got a list of people in my phone. I got to delete out of my notes. I got everybody contact information.
D-Lo, call in and say that.
You got your charger I need to use. But it's right. I can use Zoe. Look, your charger. Oh, look at this. Fancy. I know when we're done. Let me get this situated nicely. Or maybe I should do this then.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Like that. Yeah, that looks better.
Call and thank God for your therapist. What's up, Tina? So listen, if you type your testimony in the comments, I will read them live on the air for you. Did you get the fellowship praises of the saints, Zoe?
You said what?
I emailed a song called Praises of the Saints.
I got the beat to
It didn't come through.
I did put in a request for that song, the Beat to Do song.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
To be
believers,
added
it's your
for
man,
y'all,
Action Jackson. Are you
Okay.
searching
They
for
got
a
a strict
life-changing
policy
word?
now that if
Look
it's
no
not
further
10
than
by a certain day,
Corbin Bush
they can't
Ministries.
do
Tune
it.
in
For
every
real?
Saturday at 6
I want-
p.m.
what
Central Time to
prompted
the
that?
Word Network, where Corbin Bush Ministry brings you
We'll
powerful
talk.
messages.
I need to know more. Okay, now try to get my nice. I got on some really nice. I'm gonna check it out after the show, Stan. Like I got on some really nice khaki Chuck Taylors. I used to be the Chuck Taylor king till I started dating Valencia. She started buying me. Sean, what's up, Sean? You in the country?
For a life-changing word.
Attention school age parents, are you tired of the same old learning routines? West Austin has a solution for you and options.
I'm doing a little behind the scenes photo shoot while I can. I got a meeting right after the show.
To full-blown websites to IG and TikTok posts. Kids will learn how to make professional
I'll get that
digital
mic
marketing
on
material
now.
that can earn them big dollars before and after graduation. Sponsored by the Department of Family Services and in support in collaboration with the City of Chicago. Call today and secure your.
You know what? I'm about to talk about a flight attendant when we come back too.
261-2223. Call today. Your health is indeed your wealth, but your mental
Picture I
health
put
is
on
your
there?
true
I didn't pay attention.
Chicago is a mental health book lounge, a place of peace that assists you in finding your center. Not going
Yeah, make me
therapist?
look-
No problem.
make me look
Afraid to take
smaller.
mental medication? No problem. We have an array of holistic alternative methods to make your mental work for and not against you. Call Soulful Chicago 312-291-9678 or stop by to speak with one of our specialists. Let us design a rescue package just for you. Our emotional intelligence books and our healing cafe is as relaxing
get my
as
shoe?
it is inspiring.
Okay.
We feed your soul and your
Yeah,
body.
this
So
one
stop
really
by
like.
1508 West 18th
Oh yeah, I like that.
today.
We gotta get some more pictures of Tammy.
312-291-9678. That's 312-291-9678. Become
Like
a
this
member
one, too.
and start your healing journey. Come in empty, leave
Yeah,
out
let's
full.
get as many I
Soulful.
need.
Follow us on IG and Facebook.
Listen, you
I
gotta
got,
keep.
I got this though, so I did this.
Where's
And,
the
like,
action?
I pressed it and it
Tell
showed.
you what's going on.
Now I didn't know what intro to play, what's going on, or what in the Caucasity, but we may need to create a new intro, all in the same. Now, if you're like me, I've traveled a lot. Now I don't like flying, but when I fly, the first people that I talk to are the flight attendants. Shout out to one of my good friends, Sean, who's tuned in. She is one of the premier flight attendants. But let's see about this story. The FBI is reportedly investigating an incident involving a male American Airlines flight attendant and a teenage girl. This is when Zoe needs to put like some music. Dun, 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 dun. According to Insider, the attendant allegedly filmed the 14-year-old as she used a first-class aircraft bathroom. According to the outlet, the incident occurred on September 2nd after a family of four boarded American Airlines Flight 1441. The flight departed Charlotte, North Carolina, with an arrival destination of Boston, Massachusetts. Now, the family attorney, Erin Redding, explained to the outlet that their 14-year-old daughter was waiting to use a coach bathroom on the flight. However, an unnamed male flight attendant, estimated to be in his early 30s, as per the New York Post, approached the teenager. The attendant reportedly informed the teen that she could use the bathroom in first class. Now, Redding, the family's attorney, noted that the teenager found the offer strange because the first class bathroom was also occupied. However, she complied. The attorney also noted that before the girl entered the bathroom, the flight attendant went in, informing the teen that he needed to wash his hands. When the flight attendant left the bathroom, he informed the girl that the toilet seat was broken. However, she could ignore it. The girl entered the bathroom, noticing red tape under the toilet seat's hood. However, after she used the facility and flushed, the 14-year-old saw a phone camera sticking out from beneath the red tape. The teenager took a photo and informed her mother, who stopped another passenger from entering the bathroom. According to the New York Post, when the women checked the bathroom, the phone and red tape were gone. The teenager's father then confronted the male flight attendant, who reportedly turned, and I quote, totally white, per the New York Post. According to Insider, the flight attendant allegedly pulled his phone from an overhead carrier and began furiously typing. According to attorney Redding, the other flight attendants and pilot were also informed of the incident. However, the male flight attendant was allegedly still allowed to return to the first class bathroom by himself for a while. The attorney adds that the family is now considering litigation against American Airlines. According to a statement issued by American Airlines, authorities responded to the incident once the plane landed. According to the New York Post, the male flight attendant was escorted off by the plane by officers. Additionally, Insider reported that American Airlines is fully cooperating with law enforcement's investigation. According to the outlet, the FBI confirmed that the Bureau responded to the incident after the plane landed in Boston. The outlet adds that the Bureau is still actively investigating the case, per information from the victim's family. The New York Post has also confirmed the FBI's investigation into the matter, adding that no arrest has been made regarding the incident. Now, listen. This story is ridiculous. This is flabbergasting. But I think the craziest thing is what is happening in this world. I don't know, Adam and Zoe. Is it social media? Is it gaming? Is it drugs?
I don't think that's it. It's not any of that. It's the fact that people are sick in the head and they just want to use people.
Yeah.
I think, because I'm laughing
because it's so ridiculous.
Because it's so ridiculous. And then it's like, people, be very careful. Now, when you think on an airplane now, when you're on the ground and you have kids, you go to the bathroom with your kids, right? But on the plane, you don't go because it's so small.
Especially she's 14.
She's 14, and it's only one person per bathroom. I don't think my thought would be, I'm sending MJ to the bathroom and there's going to be a camera under his seat taped to see what he's doing and get his junk on camera. It's just very sick and perverted. And then when I heard the flight attendant was young 30s, it's like, how sick can you be? But the scariest thing is hiding in plain sight.
Yes.
And there's so many stories of your neighborhood. He's done that before. That was not his first time, so you were right. It's also, it's just strange. I don't even know. Shout out to Netherfield Development Center. I'm speechless because it's like, man, what is this world coming to? And I've already said, like, I got to homeschool my kids.
Yeah.
You know, that's been on my mind. But then it's like, shoot, I need to move out of this country. But it's not even just this country, it's this world. So, Lord, if you're on your way back, give me a sign. Let me know so I can just be ready. You know, the Bible teaches us to be ye also ready. But if you could just warn a brother, I appreciate that, because we are definitely living in the last and evil days. So we're praying for this family. We hope justice is served. And to be a flight attendant, this just came to my mind. You have to go through a rigorous background check and training. So it's not like he's been charged for anything like this, because they would have caught it. So who knows how many times this has happened.
Hey, he's probably been doing this for so long, and he just finally got caught.
And that's why he
finally
white
that's why he
in the
turned
face.
white in the face. Stan Lane said that's why that open gender public bathroom is a no.
Facts.
Near the pier, rep. Look, the views and opinions of the comment are not those near the pier development center. But we have someone comment and say he gave you the sign. Read the room. I don't know though, and that sounds like a Tammy response. Look, and then this was me. Insert Marcel going back with Tammy. I don't know. People don't always give you the sign that they're perverts and that they like pedophilia.
No, but they do. But those type of people definitely give off that energy.
Yeah.
Though. You can sense it, though. You can definitely sense it.
I knew it was Tammy, because I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds like if I know my Tammy. I'm like, that sounds like a Tammy. Okay. Well, Tammy, thank you for tuning in. I don't know. Yes, I do. I don't know if I could. No, this is for example's sake. Yeah. Adam could be a pervert. I wouldn't know it.
No, I feel like you would, though, because I would be giving off some type of weird energy.
Now, I can tell you this story. When I was a kid in elementary school, and it just came to my mind, and there was a family that their kids would come to our house, and when it was time for them to go, the mom, the aunt, and the uncle would come to pick them all up. Okay. And if you know anything about my family, shout out to my family. My mother, we sat on the porch. My mother, when you come to pick somebody up, you stand another hour or two because you stand outside talking. And the one uncle used to always like try to grab my arm and say, "What about him?" And I would pull away because it was just real creepy. Like the young lady in the story, shout out to her for looking down and having the wherewithal to take the picture. Absolutely. Because then she got proof. That was a 14-year-old. That was really good. So in that case, I felt as a 7th grader, 14, 13-year-old, that he was creepy, and I just kind of stayed away from him. That sense. I had that sense. But I see these stories on the news. Like look at the documentary in the 70s. Brother Bob, I think his name was. He was the Sunday school teacher. He would take the kids to church. He would have dinner with the family, and all the while he was raping their daughter. Yeah, Jared from Subway. So you know what? In plain sight. Yeah, hiding in plain sight. Saints, believers, and friends. Saints and ain'ts and believers. Be very careful and watch your kids. You know what?
It's creeps in every family.
And hiding in plain sight. So we are praying that God continues to use you and you that are listening to have the discernment to know who and when. Yeah. You know, who and when, because it's not just always the who, it's the when too, because it's situations you put your kids in by leaving them with their uncle or the auntie or the neighbor, and you just kind of giving them free reign. So just like Reverend Timothy Wright said, Master, can you use me and allow me to have discernment on this Throwback Thursday right here on the Brunch Bunch? Man, that was weird.
Yeah, I know. That's why I kept this story. This story's been on here for 3 days now because I needed this to.
I read that.
Let me see the picture.
I know. I saw that yesterday.
This is so weird, and look how he had it.
I know.
Can you see?
Yeah.
And the craziest thing is, he knew to go in and take
the flashlights on too.
Well, yeah,
like, he messed up there. That's how he messed up.
Thing, though, sometimes those bathrooms do be having like
in
certain places.
Yeah, but that's so obviously a phone.
It looked like she may have lifted the seat though or something.
Oh, it looks like this looks like where you sit, and this looks like the back of the seat. You know, like where it would go here, and then that's where you would sit.
But I don't. That's what I thought. But then I would have saw that light.
I would have saw that light immediately.
She probably didn't. She probably just.
When you're not thinking you're on a flight.
I don't know.
So the young 14-year-old girl was on the plane, Tammy, and the flight attendant saw her going to the bathroom, told her one was busy, and said she could use the first class bathroom. And instead of, before she went in, he said, "Oh, let me wash my hands first." Taped his phone to the seat, and she noticed it as she was leaving out and took a picture of it, told her parents.
I don't think he noticed that he put his flashlight on.
Well, he probably didn't. That's why we said he's done this multiple times before. He just got caught because he was thirsty.
Wow. Tina said, "Be aware of all times of family too. If you know a molester was in your family, don't send your kids to stay at their house."
A bunch of freaky dudes.
Are you serious?
Especially in Oak Park, yeah.
Wow. You grew up in Oak Park? Okay. Well, you know what? I love Oak Park. I live. But Oak Park is a creepy town.
It's a creepy place. I spent 4 years of my life there.
Yeah.
Weird place.
One
of the football coaches over at Fenwick is weird.
I can believe it.
Yeah, I'll put you on blast, Fenwick High School. I don't care.
We had a teacher at Gwendolyn Brooks when we first moved over from Indiana.
Like you went to Brooks?
Yep.
Okay.
He got arrested because he was messing with one of the students.
Another one that happened recently too, because my nephew just graduated from OPRF, and one of the teachers got in trouble.
Yeah, one of our football coaches.
Be aware at all times with family too. If you know, do we have any callers call in?
No.
Oh, dang. Don't nobody want to check.
Last time
was on 10.
It literally took the whole show.
Let's tell them again to call on in.
Never let money spend that way.
Yeah, Tammy, you can't send. And you know what? I used to spend the night out a lot as a kid.
Me too.
I was the spend the night kid in the family. Hold on, I'm about to look right now.
You got a one in Poughkeepsie. You know what that was?
Yeah, that was.
That was.
There's another one I'm saying. Yeah, this one.
Tammy said, 855-999-1390. Tammy gonna call in. Or you want me to have Zoe call you? Can you do that again? We used to have that capacity.
Her number's not in the log, so I can't call her.
Oh.
And I have it on the banner that's been... I have the number on the banner so everyone sees that.
1390. Oh, okay. Yeah, look. 1390.
Hey, Zoe, it's Tammy.
Hey, Sam.
Hey,
Sam.
I got a lot to say.
Wait, Tammy, not a whole month worth, do you?
No, heck no.
My daughter would say, "Why can't I stay tonight?" I said, "If something happened to you, you wouldn't tell me." So I say no. Yeah.
I don't let my son sleep over anybody's house. Nobody.
That, and it's sad because those were like the best
Those are the
times
best.
when I got to go spend the night out. But these people are weird.
And you, one of the comments was that they give you signs. Sometimes they don't. That's
No, yeah, they
the
don't.
crazy part about it. Sometimes they don't give you signs.
That's the more
And-
sinister ones.
Zoe, bring us
By the
in
time
after
you
this song
find-
so we can talk to Tammy. How many seconds we got?
30 seconds.
30 seconds, Tammy. We're gonna be live.
I got you. I'm loud.
A family member actually come at me when I was younger.
Are you serious?
Yep. And then I was raped when I was 9, and I
Oh.
was set up by a family member.
Oh no, sorry to hear that.
So I mean, in that area, I totally see when somebody not right.
Wow,
Yeah.
sorry to hear that, Zoe.
Oh, it's cool now. I'm prayed it off, and I'm good now. But back then, it was.
Of course.
But did you tell anybody?
Yeah.
Well, Well, this is not what in the caucasity. This is what in the temptacity. Listen, I know you all were probably sick of just hearing my voice. So guess what? We got a special treat for you. Your favorite half of the brunch bunch is calling in, and there's none other than Tamara Fair. What's up, Tammy?
Listeners, believers, I miss you. Believe it or not, I had to call in about this because it is near and dear to my heart. Because I was a victim, as I've shared with you all on several occasions. At 8 years old, from 8 to 10, I was a victim of pedophilia in my family.
Wow.
And so one of the things that makes it so hard is because usually the people that are misusing you sexually or abusive in some way are the people that you love. And kids have a propensity to protect the people they love, so they don't tell anybody. So one of the comments that I read on the thread was, there's always signs. Yeah, most of the time, but not always. Because the person who did that to me never, ever, ever showed any signs. In fact, when it actually came out, everybody was shocked.
Wow.
Right? So that's why I say you have to talk to your kids. So when Mariah was young, because of my experience, I used to tell her, this was before I was saved, Saints, don't judge me. I want you to cuss as loud as you can, because from a little bitty person, that's going to get attention, and people are going to come to your rescue. And I learned that from somebody else who said, this is what you do if somebody's attacking you, if this is what you do if somebody's abusing you. Well, it never happened. I'm grateful for that. But Mariah never wanted to stay anywhere. So she'd be there 3 hours and say, Mom, come get me. But it's a very good idea to just have those talks, like Black mothers have the police talk with their Black sons. It's a very good idea to have those talks. I don't care what color you are. Have those talks with your children. Give them a safe space to actually verbalize what's going on in their lives, and be very discriminating about who you leave your kids with. Leave them with something that can put you in the room when you're not in the room. Like that guy put that phone in there. You leave your children with something that you can see into while they're wherever they are.
Yeah. Well, I go ahead.
No, it stops a whole lot of what happens after the fact, because now that didn't happen. When that happened to me, there were no consequences for him once I told. But that was 4 years later I told, right?
Oh, wow. So he just got to keep living.
He just got to keep living.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, I said it on the show. I'm going to teach MJ the area that's not supposed to be touched. And remember, I said I'm going to tell him to scream real loud. Not my, well, I ain't going to say it on the show. Not my peanuts. Yes, it got to be very dramatic. I know that. Anybody is so sad, and I'm praying for you and all who have been through. Our Facebook audience are commenting that they've been through it. And Tina says, and I want you to hear this, Zoe. Zoe is telling the truth. What happens to you will govern how you raise your kids. And she shared her story on Facebook. And Marguerite said, I totally agree with Tamara. Yeah, you know what? These type of traumas live with people for a long time. But like Tammy told Modi, we got to teach our kids, you see something, you say something.
Yep, you got to say something. Because I can't stop it. And I don't want it to continue like it continued with me, because I chose not to say anything. I loved the person that they loved, if that makes sense. In other words, I didn't necessarily want to protect them. I wanted to protect the person that they loved, because we share that love with that person, if that makes sense. So when you don't tell and you don't engage someone, an adult in the equation that can help you, you live with that trauma, and it's bound to be repeated, because the pedophile gets away with it once, and that gives way for it to happen serially.
Well, you and I think I may be a senior officer, SVU, so in my training, I'm taught we got to take these criminals down right away, because it's a pattern that will keep happening. And if sometimes you wait too long, you out of the legal timeline to pursue it. So please teach the kids. If you see something, say something. And if something doesn't seem right, let your family know. Look, Tammy, before we let you go, I believe the Bible tells us to cry loud and spare not, right? You know what? You have been crying very loud about child care and what's happening. And I talked about it briefly yesterday on the show, but you were featured on WBEZ radio. And just let the believers know. Oh man, you did an amazing job. I actually listened to the interview again today, and I know you're gonna be sharing clips on your social media for everybody. But if you could let the believers know the fight that you're in and the support that you need.
Can you believe we're back in a child care fight? And so I just want to clear a misnomer. Like, a lot of people are thinking from the article in the Sun segment, the core funding from CCAP is at stake. That is not correct. It is the surplus funding that the federal government infused into the state to give providers the financial opportunity to give their workers a livable wage. So when you look or listen to the clip from yesterday, there were some critical statistics that Caitlin shared yesterday, and that's that the average child care worker in a community-based organization makes $28,000 a year. And commiserate to their district school counterparts who start out making $52,000 a year and have a bridge hours, summers off, and the lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also 401k, blah, blah, blah. Well, the federal government saw that the gap was there in community-based organizations, and then through the Recovery Act, gave us several different stipends so that we could get our workers up to that level. Well, now that we're getting the last tranche in September, and then after September, that money will go from September to December, and after December, it's a cliff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these workers are making far more money because of the money that they infused, but now you're taking it away. So a provider is going to have to choose one of two things: either to go into a deficit or raise the already high prices that we are charging right now for child care, or reduce that teacher's salary. Well, if you reduce the teacher's salary, guess what you're going to do? You're going to get that teacher to go into another field or go to another child care facility, right?
Yep.
That is not dependent on subsidy for their now salary raise. So it is very critical that we get another federal infusion so that we can put child care workers in a safe salary base with benefits so that we can continue to watch over the children in a small, intimate setting like community-based organizations provide. Otherwise, now we're talking about children losing their funding. We're talking about children losing their teachers as well.
Losing their whole child care centers.
Exactly, the whole child care center. And so I think Caitlin did a great job saying if your child care center closes, but I think when people are asking me off air, what exactly does that mean? I saw that we had some gaps and I want to fill those gaps so that you're clear about what we're fighting for.
Well, I am glad that you are on the front lines because, first of all, if anybody knows Tamara Fair, if anybody can do it, Tamara Fair can do it. And Tammy, we are praying for you in this fight. And, of course, we support you. You know, your Brunch Bunch family supports you. And I'm sure the believers are supporting you. And everybody's saying, go Tamara, and they want to read the article. So we're going to...
You know what, Marcel? Here's another talking point that I definitely want to drive home. This is not just affecting providers. This is affecting your kids. To date, providers have been on the front line, protecting a system that protects and services children and families. You know who's been absent from the fight? The families. Now the parents really need to get involved because we don't get to do this one over, y'all. And we don't get to just lean on providers for their expertise and their fighting ability. We need the parents to get involved and get involved heavily because this is do or die.
You heard it here. Listen, believers, we're going to be sharing with you more information how you can get involved. Tammy, this song is dedicated to you and to all of the child care providers who are fighting with you. And I'm believing, God, that if you continue to work on, you continue to pray on, the time won't be long. It's Work On, Pray On right here on the Brunch Bunch on Inspiration 1390. I think I forgot where I was at for a second.
I was about to say, you was about to say, WVON.
I know. I'm like on the AC Green show.
I know, right? All right, I'll see y'all in a minute.
Okay.
All right, bye. Bye, Joey.
Cut this up, Zozo. Work on, pray on, the time ain't long. You just work on, pray on.
All day, all night.
Yeah. How long is this song? 20 minutes? These old songs be long.
About 4 minutes.
And we'll probably do 3 minutes of it. 2 minutes. I'll come in talking and we'll close out. And let them hear all night, all day, so I can go out and get me some pictures.
You gotta be sweating today.
Good.
You gotta be working.
My granny used to say, you got to make them Negroes sweat. Oh, I miss my granny. What's up, Facebook? I was looking for MJ Tamarine. I could. Cherie, I owe you a call. Have already done.
Stay in your lane. I'll put the article on our story today so you can read it. Or I'll just do it now. She was on Chicago Sun-Times, right?
Pray on the time ain't long. Boom, 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 boom. I like old music because you hear every instrument.
Yeah.
Work together, children.
Oh, you gotta.
We need to have a day where we play some church songs with some good drums.
Find some. Oh, get them for me, Zoe. We're gonna play them. We're going to run. She said, "Thank you, Adam." Hug. We're going to run.
You ready?
Hey, stay in your lane.
30 more seconds of this. I'm jamming over here.
Stay in your lane. Go on our Instagram story. I got the article up there for you.
We're going to sing and never down.
I'll put one story.
We're going to sing. And never.
B-Lo, she'll be back in October. Don't worry.
Okay, Zoe. We're going to work together, saints. Work and never doubt him. Listen, we are better together. And as Samara said, we need the families to join the fight. Now, we can't just have the child care providers saying how important it is for child care for the parents and then no parents show up to the fight. You know what? That's like an oxymoron. So we need all parents. If you have children in child care, contact your child care providers and tell them that you're concerned about what's happening. You heard on the Brunch Bunch. And is there anything that you can do to help them in this fight? Because you know what? When you have child care centers like the Premier Child Care Centers near the pier, West Austin, when you have the Carol Robinson Centers on the west side, when you have Allison's Daycare Center, Les Finch, where I went to daycare when I was a kid, who's a staple in the community on 16th Street. You don't want to, it's a beautiful thing when I drive down 16th and I see Les Finch, the child care center, daycare I went to still be there. But when we're in a fight like we're in now, they may not be there. So you want to make sure that you keep them around for as long as possible, especially when they're doing good work. And when you can find a child care provider that you trust, you want to send your kids there. Your kids should be sending their kids there, and it should continue on. So we're going to keep praying for Tamara. But listen, whatever fight you're in, get with somebody and work together and fight, because you can get through this. You can make it through this. Listen, believers, it was Tell Me Something Good Testimony Thursday. And you know what? I cannot believe y'all didn't blow the lines up to tell us how good God is. But you know what? I'm going to take it as a gift, because what I was going to do, I was going to treat the callers to lunch for sharing their testimony, but you can't tell people that. I don't want you to testify for the blessing. I just wanted to do the blessing. But, maybe the Lord was saying, I need to hold on to my few dollars. So the next time, just call in and share, because listen, I've learned that when we share what we're going through and how we've been through and how we made it through, it encourages the next person on their journey. Because guess what? You can be up today and down tomorrow. You can be down today and up today, but you just got to hold on to God's unchanging hand. Listen, like we do each and every Thursday, it's Throwback Thursday. We're going to close you out with all night, all day. No matter what you're going through today, go home, get in your bed, and pull the covers over your shoulders and go to sleep, smiling, knowing that angels are watching over you. Up next is AC Green. After that, Pastor DeAndre Patterson with the Afternoon Drive. We get it done all night long right here on Inspiration 1390.
Don't love you, Eminem.
No, I forgot. Let's go get some pictures for family here. See you all. Hey, what's up, family? Hope you all enjoyed the show. We made it. All right, see you all tomorrow. We're going to have some fun. We got a great guest co-host, Dwayne Bryan, going to be joining us live in the studio. We're going to have a good time, and we're going to kick the weekend off right. See y'all later. Right, stay in your lane. Thank you, Jesus. Bye-bye.